Hi everyone, I'm here today with the final video in my Singapore series. For those of you who are here for the first time, I am Neha Agrawal. I'm the founder of WiseUp Communications. I completed my master's from Nanyang Technological University in Singapore and then went on to working at ExxonMobil in Singapore. In this video, I'm going to share with you my ExxonMobil work experience, how was it like working in a foreign country, and finally, why did I leave a great salary package and the beautiful country of Singapore to begin my own startup, WiseUp Communications. So without further delay, let's get started. In February 2019, I joined ExxonMobil Chemical in Singapore as a fixed equipment engineer. Like any fresh graduate joining a company for the first time, I was very nervous. To add on to that, there were not a lot of Indian faces in the office, and it was even more overwhelming. But despite that, the people were welcoming and I managed to settle in. The first few weeks in the company was relaxed, where I was just trying to understand how the company functions, what are the different chemical plants within the company, what are the departments under each plant, and finally, what was my role in the company. I also had to attend a lot of training programs and pass safety tests to ensure that I was fit to visit the chemical plant. But once my onboarding process was completed and I was given the role, work started piling on. I was the contact engineer for the polyethylene chemical plant. If I explain my role in very simple words, I was responsible for the fixed equipment on the polyethylene plant. For example, heat exchangers, drums, filters, pipelines, everything which did not have a rotating or a moving part fell under the fixed equipment category. And if anything happened to any of those equipment, it was my responsibility. Say for example, some equipment stopped working, or it had some loose components, or probably it got corroded. I was the person people would reach out to. I remember when I was formally handed over the role, there were 40 projects which were going on parallelly. Initially, I couldn't even remember what was going on in which project. It used to be so embarrassing when someone used to approach me and ask me the status of a particular project and I couldn't answer them properly. Thankfully, the people in my team and in my office, they were amazing. They helped me out so much. I couldn't have survived a day without them in the office. They were only 2 to 3 years senior to me, so we eventually started hanging out together for lunches, participating in office activities, and going out for festivals. I can't thank them enough for making my days in ExxonMobil very memorable. At ExxonMobil, I was earning 5,300 SGD per month, which if you convert to INR is approximately 2,60,000 rupees. I was also saving 1.5 lakhs every month and sending it back to India. This is the amount that generally people with MBA degrees earn in India. I was saving that amount and sending it back home. So money was definitely great. The only problem was that I was not happy doing what I was doing. I did not mind the work pressure. I am someone who can work for long hours and even under tight timelines. It was just that even after putting in a lot of hard work, there was no satisfaction. Why was I doing all this? Why was I putting in so much hard work? In the end, I was making sure to run a plant which made plastics day in, day out. I agree. Without plastics, we can't survive today. And it's also important for a lot of things. For example, medical equipment. But what kind of impact was I making as an individual? I was trying to run a plant which made a product that was sold to a client, which then made another product out of it and then sold it to the customers. I was just a very small part in this big chain of things. Even if I was making an impact, the kind of impact was very, very indirect. I'm not saying it is wrong or if people do this thing, it is not fulfilling. All I'm saying is that it was just not for me. I wanted to do something where I could directly make an impact in other people's lives, where my work could directly help someone. And that's when my idea of WiseUp came back to me. When I was studying at NTU Singapore, as a part-time job, I used to work as a communication coach. Here, I used to help NTU students in improving their written and oral communication skills. So things like building a resume, writing a research paper, or preparing for an interview. All the things which I had struggled with in college, there were communication coaches to help you with that. I still remember the first student that I helped with an assignment. Once the session got over, she was so thankful. I had never experienced that kind of happiness before. In a span of 1 year, I managed to help over 120 students from 15 different countries in improving their communication skills. And I thought to myself, how great would it be if something like this existed back in India? And I immediately wanted to come back and start Wise Up. But then I thought to myself that I was being naive. I had no work experience. I had spent a lot of money doing my master's, and a more logical direction would be to first get a job. But now that I had a job and I was not happy with it, I realized that if I didn't go back and try Wise Up, I would regret it for the rest of my life. 6 months into my job in Singapore, I decided to leave the company once I touched the 1-year mark. Even with that, I was not fulfilling the 3-year bond which I had signed with the government. To break the bond, I had to pay back everything that I had saved by working for 1 year at Exxon. A lot of people told me that I was making the wrong decision. I was crazy to pay back such a huge amount. I should just work for 3 years and then go. But then I had made up my mind and there was no turning back. Even in the last 6 months, I made sure I gave my 100% to the company. On one of the projects, I was able to save the company $250,000, for which I was given a profitability recognition. Coincidentally, the same day that I was facilitated for this achievement, I handed over the resignation to my boss. Everyone in the company gave me a grand farewell, for which I am forever grateful. My entire fixed equipment department, we went to an Indian restaurant for lunch. My boss, along with few of my closest colleagues, they spoke a few words about me, and even I thanked everyone for making me feel so welcome. Singapore journey was truly over. Over the course of 3 years, I had made countless memories and had grown tremendously as a person. Even though I was sad to leave Singapore, I was excited to start something which I could finally call my own. After bidding goodbye to some of my closest friends, my professor at NTU and my team at ExxonMobil, I moved back to India, to my hometown Kolkata on 1st February 2020. I started Wise Up Communications in March 2020 with a simple resume writing workshop which I conducted for 15 students in a classroom setup. Immediately after that, COVID happened and I had to shift my entire model online. But COVID actually proved to be a blessing in disguise for the business. Today, we offer over 10 plus courses and services. We've conducted our workshops and webinars in 70 plus colleges in India and for over 6,000 plus students. The journey has been challenging but incredible. When my students call me and tell me that, ma'am, I got placed in this company, or I got my research paper published, or ma'am, I got an admit from this university, the kind of happiness that I feel is something else. This is exactly the kind of impact I always wanted to make. And even though I am not making anywhere close to the amount that I was in Singapore, I am finally happy doing what I'm doing, and that's all that matters to me. So guys, that's all I wanted to share with you today. In these 5 episodes, I have shared everything about my journey in the past few years. What has made it different is the difficult decisions that I have taken in my life, something that usually people won't risk their careers for. And that has finally made me reach a place which gives me happiness. All of us have the potential to achieve what our heart desires. I hope these videos, they give you some inspiration to take that step towards your career and fulfill all your goals. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I wish you all the very best for your career ahead.